Good morning students, this is Bhavna Sinha, your chemistry teacher, and this is the first video for this week. As you all know, in the last class we have completed the chapter aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids, and in today's class we are going to start a new chapter, that is P block elements. Okay, so today we are going to start with the P block elements and we will discuss group 15 in this. Okay, so here we go. So in the first slide I am just explaining you in the modern periodic table which groups are considered as P block elements. So you can see here it is mentioned group 13 to 18. Okay, in the modern periodic table group 13 to 18 members are considered as P block elements. Now how we can define these P block elements, that I am going to explain you. So you can see here P block elements are those elements whose outermost electron is in P subshell. Okay, subshell, SHELL. So what are P block elements? P block elements are those elements whose outermost electron goes in P subshell. Now see, the general electronic configuration of P block element is what? You can see here the general electronic configuration of P block element is NS2NP126. Okay, the valence shell, the outermost shell will have how many electrons? Either 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron, 4 electron, 5 electron, or maximum 6 electrons. For example, I am giving you the example of one of the P block elements here. The first group which we will discuss is group 15. Okay, and the first member of this group 15, and the first member is nitrogen. And if you are knowing nitrogen, it is the first member of this group and its atomic number is 7. So when we will write its configuration, it is 1s2, 2s2, okay, 2p3. okay, so first shell has how many electrons? 2, and second shell has how many electrons? 3 plus 2, 3 plus 2, that is equal to 5. So you can see the last electron is going in P. So it is a P block element and its outermost shell has how many electrons? It is 5. Okay, so these are P blocked elements. Okay, now they are also known as, the P blocked elements are also known as representative elements. They are known as representative elements. Okay, and only P block not, S blocked elements are also known as representative elements. So I have written here elements belonging to the S and P block in the periodic table are called the representative elements or main group elements. They are known as representative elements or main group elements. S block, if you are knowing S block elements, they belong to group 1 and 2. Okay, and P block I have explained you just now only, from 13 to 18. Okay, so both S blocked elements and P blocked elements are considered as representative elements. What they are known as? Representative elements. Okay, S blocked elements and P blocked elements are known as representative elements. If you want, you can write this also here. S block elements okay, plus P block elements, and then you can write representative elements. Okay, now one more point you can write here, and that point is S block means group one and two. Okay, and P block means group 13 to group 18. Okay, so S block elements are present in group 1 and group 2 of the modern periodic table. Okay, S block elements are present in group 1 and group 2 of the modern periodic table, whereas P block elements are present in group 13, from group 13 to group 18 of the modern periodic table. If you are knowing the modern periodic table, I just want to explain you one point here, very important point. The modern periodic table is based on increasing order of atomic number, NUMBER. This you must be knowing, and if you are not knowing, you should know it, and you should always keep this in mind that the modern periodic table is based on increasing order of atomic number. Rest all the periodic tables given by other scientists. This modern periodic table was given by whom? It was given by Moseley. Okay, and other scientists have also given their periodic table, but those all periodic tables were based on atomic mass. So all the periodic tables were having many drawbacks. Only Moseley's periodic table, which is referred as modern periodic table. Okay, modern PT you can say, it is based on atomic number, and it does not have any drawback except one, that is place of hydrogen. What is the drawback? Place of hydrogen is the drawback of modern periodic table. It is still uncertain where hydrogen should be placed. Okay, hydrogen, one more point I will give you. Hydrogen can be placed in group 1 as well as as well as in group 17. So this is the drawback of modern periodic table also. So this is all about today's class. We will discuss some more points in the next class. Thank you, students.